As you're considering making the move to Denver, Colorado, I'm sure there's about a million questions you have. In today's video, I'm going over the top 5 questions I get about moving to Denver, Colorado. If that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and keep on watching. Welcome back to Colorado Living. I'm Nicole Baker. Today we're going over exactly that, but before we get started, I have to let you guys know I'm a licensed realtor here in this beautiful state. So if you've been thinking about relocating and you need some help with that, go ahead and reach out. Number and email are popping up now. I love helping you guys, day, night, text, call, whatever's easiest for you. But if you're not quite ready to reach out yet, go ahead and subscribe. I post videos all about the relocation process, specifically to the Denver metro area, every Monday and Wednesday at 5 p.m. But let's get started in today's video. So we are doing this video Q&A style, and the first question that I get asked on pretty much a daily basis while you guys are reaching out to me is going to be, what is the weather like here? And you will definitely be pleased. Hopefully it is a full 4 seasons in this beautiful state, which is something that I absolutely love and something that a lot of people that are trying to relocate here are looking for. So we'll go a little bit into detail on each of those seasons, a very short brief description of each, but if you're looking for something a little bit more in detail, I would definitely go check out some of my other videos in regards to like the winter season here and what to expect for that. And also I have one all about the seasons and kind of the temperature and what to do and whatever. I have it all. So we'll make this one short and simple, but definitely you are going to have the full 4 seasons. So we'll start with kind of the winter season. We're in this right now. So typically your average temperature is going to be probably in the 40s, maybe a little bit lower, just depending, but I would say like your high-ish for the day will be around 40. It just really depends, because 2-3 days ago it was 60 degrees and then it was a full-blown snowstorm. So it really is one of those states, and I kind of hear it from everybody in every state, is like it's definitely like you have to wear a puffer, 3 different layers of clothes in the morning, and then by the end of the day you're super hot or it's pouring, or there's a million different things that could be happening in one day basically. But you'll definitely enjoy the winters. If you're scared of snow, you won't have to worry too much about that, because it doesn't really snow here that much. You have about 300 days of sunshine a year, which is absolutely amazing. And on average, it only snows about 15 to 30 days out of the year. So not too bad in regards to snow. And when it does snow, truly it only snows about 3 inches. You do get those random off storms where you do see maybe 8 inches or so, which is of course, some people will not like that. You have to definitely shovel your driveway and things like that, which can be quite annoying. But for me and tons of the other people that I reach out to, especially if they've never lived in a place with snow, they're excited for snow. Me, I'm checking the weather app. Like, I love a snow day. It's so much fun for families, and just like, I don't know, it's just nice outside. Obviously, I get to work from home a lot of the times unless I'm showing you guys out the properties outside, but a lot of people do have to go into work. So those roads kind of get a bit annoying, we'll say, during those winter seasons. It could definitely get a little bit tricky, but if you have the right gear, again, watch my winter video if you want all the right gear and things like that and how to get prepared for the winter time. But going into, we'll say, spring is next. So super excited for springtime. Probably average temperature around 75 degrees-ish, give or take 5 degrees. It's super gorgeous outside. I mean, everybody loves coming out from that winter where the days are a little bit shorter, and then going into spring where you're having a little bit more light outside, able to get out there, do your hiking, do, whatever it may be that you enjoy doing, because you have a little bit more sunlight in the day. And then obviously amazing temperature outside, light little hoodie, nothing crazy. Some of the locals are definitely out here wearing shorts even when it's snowing. I don't know how, but either way, you'll absolutely love the springtime. Going into summer, definitely, again, you have a typical summer that you have pretty much everywhere else, it seems like. Not Arizona because it's super hot there, but you have a mild summer. I would say, I guess, a little bit hotter than mild. You have about 90 degrees on average. Definitely have those sprinkles of 100 degrees or more. Super, super rare though. I would say you're probably not looking above like 100 degrees typically, versus where I'm coming from, 120 degrees, 110 degrees. I mean, it was just another day in Phoenix, but that is something that I absolutely love about the summers here. I don't mind having a little bit of a hotter summer because you're kind of cold during that winter and you're just de-thawing basically during the summer here in the Denver, Colorado area. Then heading into fall, kind of similar to spring, you're starting to cool off now a little bit, around 75 degrees. Those night times are definitely getting a little bit colder, and you're towards the end of that fall season, you're definitely seeing shorter days, just like you are pretty much in every state, I believe. You know, that's just how the sun works, I think. Don't quote me on that, but definitely seeing shorter days during that fall season. Again, super, super gorgeous, tons of things to do. I'm gonna talk about all the activities because that's another major question I get, is what type of fun things are there to do? So I'll definitely get more into that. And then again, obviously you're heading back into winter, and again, it's just a full 4 seasons. So if you're looking for 4 seasons and you're tired of tons and tons of rain or tons and tons of snow or tons and tons of heat, you won't have that here. It's definitely an even amount all around. So if you're thinking about looking for a 4 season experience, Denver, Colorado will definitely be the place for you. Next question I get constantly is going to be, is it affordable to live there? Can I afford to live there? Something that I hear a lot. And I think you guys have to watch some of my other videos and really think about kind of like your budget in regards to what you're expecting and how much it costs to buy those things. It's a really tough question for me specifically to answer whether or not you can afford it in your budget. Some of you guys give me your like jobs and things like that, and it really is not just about what you do for a living. Obviously, I think it has a lot to do with what your expectations are for living, and then also like how much debt you have, and then what's your expectations for housing, because all of these things really affect your budget. So I would definitely sit down with yourself and kind of go over a little bit of a budget, salary, all these things, and you'll definitely be able to figure that out kind of for yourself. Cost of living is not cheap here, but you guys can go online and look at some of these apartment prices if that's what you're looking for. I don't help with rentals, but I definitely help with purchases, and you're going to want to talk to a lender in regards to figuring out what your monthly budget is for housing and kind of those other things that are obviously like, I don't know exactly what your costs are on a daily basis. Do you own a car? Do you have a car payment? You know, how much is the insurance on that thing? There's a million different variables when it comes to cost of living and things like that, but you are definitely on the higher end of cost of living here, which is just something to keep in mind when thinking about making the move. Highly suggest getting your budget together because it will give you a really, really great idea of whether or not you can afford to live here. Heading into the next question is, what are the fun things to do and what can you do in the Denver, Colorado area? And my answer to that is always like, what isn't there to do? There's a million things that you can be doing here in Denver, Colorado. And I think something super important to mention is some of those things, and I would say a good portion of those things cost $0. Whether that be just spending the day outdoors with your family, there's tons and tons of hiking that you can do for free, and there's some that are a little, you have to pay like a small fee to get in, or some of these national parks where you can go in for $10 a day, super cheap overall, and really just like spend an amazing day with your family for free. So there's definitely those kind of things like outdoor activities, hiking, running, lots of running people, walking your dog, super popular here, all these things that are kind of for free in a way. And then also you have other activities that might cost you a little bit more, whether that be fishing, boating, going out on the ATV, snowboarding, skiing, snowmobiling, jet skiing, paddleboarding, tons and tons and tons of outdoor activities here. And if you're not looking for necessarily like super outdoorsy kind of things, there's tons of restaurants here, tons of coffee shops, tons of people that want to do things. So I know one of the things that's really important to a lot of people, or something that's I guess concerning about moving to a new state, is going to be like, how am I going to make friends here? And I think it's really important for me to mention that there are tons and tons and tons of relocation people here. Tons of people that want to make friends, go out, do all these fun things. It's kind of like Denver's just this really super like young city that just wants to get out and do stuff all the time. It's crazy here. You definitely will make friends, super, super friendly people. So whether you're doing kind of those outdoor activities or going out for nightlife, there's immense amount of activities. There's family activities, whether that be seasonal specific. Lots of these neighborhoods do have some sort of activities for kids, whether that be like a Christmas activity or a winter activity, pumpkin carving contests, or trunk or treat things in the neighborhoods. Tons of these neighborhoods also have community pools, or some of the neighborhoods also have a pool where you can kind of pay a little fee to get in during the summertime. So if you don't have a pool in your house, which I would say 99% of the people in Colorado don't have, you will definitely still have access to these fun things to do. And then you can also just have tons of fun shopping. I mean, there's malls everywhere, amusement parks, guys, like literally endless opportunities on things to do. If you want to comment down below on some things that you like to do with yourself, your boyfriend, girlfriend, family, kids, whatever, and I will let you know if we have that, which I'm sure it'll probably be a yes, but I also like to just see what you guys like to do for fun, because it might actually give me an idea of what to do for fun. But if you're looking to be out and about a lot and just like living life, Denver, Colorado definitely has tons of opportunity for you. Last but not least, and an extremely common question for me, not just from you guys watching these videos, but anyone that finds out I'm a realtor, first question is, oh, how's the housing market? And it's a super, super valid and important question to ask, especially if you're thinking about purchasing a home anytime soon. And I would say the housing market is still going strong, guys. I know a lot of people were kind of hoping on the downfall. Obviously, during, you know, prices crashing, there's a lot of opportunity for investment. So either way, I'm hoping that it works out for everybody, but I highly encourage you not to think that that's gonna happen, because it's probably not. Just based off of so many of the numbers, we still have a super low amount of homes available on the market, and people are not really necessarily selling their houses right now, because in the last 2 years, they got a freaking smoking interest rate, and obviously they don't want to sell their house unless they can find a really, really amazing house that they can sell. And you know, all the things, there's tons and tons of variables when it comes to the housing market. But with Colorado having one of the top economies in America, I think they're number 2 right now in economy, it kind of just trickles down into the housing market, which is amazing for us, for you guys. We definitely want to keep those housing prices going, you know, not crazy skyrocketed like they have in the last year or 2 years at this point, but we definitely want to keep the people that do own houses. We want to see that they have equity, because it definitely helps the housing market. If you don't have equity in your property, you're not going to sell your property ever, and then it's just going to cause more of a supply issue that we are having right now. And that's why I don't see anything super drastic happening in the next, you know, couple years here. I'm not an economist. I'm not like super into the bajillion years in the future. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you what's gonna even happen next month. I can just tell you what I'm seeing, and right now we're still super low in supply, which is obviously gonna cause more demand for housing, and then also the interest rates just dropped again, which is amazing. Obviously, I don't know when you're watching this video, but guys, so much opportunity for buyers right now. It's absolutely insane. We're definitely in more of a balanced market, which makes me happy, it makes my buyers happy, and it definitely makes the sellers that need to sell in order to buy happy as well. So tons of opportunity in the housing market right now, which makes me super happy, especially for you guys thinking about relocating to Denver. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully I answered some of your questions. I know those are major questions that I get asked all the time. If I did, go ahead and hit the like button. And then if you guys are thinking about relocating, my number and email are popping up. I would love to help you guys in this relocation process. I know it's not easy, but I am here to answer all the amazing questions that you have, especially the ones that I did not mention in this video. If you guys want to reach out to me with those or shoot them in the comments below, I would love to answer those for you. But until next time, guys, hopefully you subscribe. I post videos all about the relocation process to Denver, Colorado every Monday and Wednesday at 5 p.m. But until next time, guys, see ya. Bye.